for our second week, we are actually going to be covering two different lessons, basic HTML and how to insert images and links. So this is a lot of material to cover in 1 week, but because our class is condensed, there are several weeks where we are going to have to double up on lessons, and this is one of them. So you'll see that I kind of broke this out into lesson 2 and lesson 3. Do not try to do all of this in one day because it's just too much to get through in a single day. For lesson 2, basic HTML, you are going to read the pages in the book, and you'll notice that you read portions of a chapter. You don't ever read the whole chapter because we're just looking at the pages in the book that pertain to what we're covering in that particular lesson. And this first lesson basically deals with how you structure a web page using HTML5. So you're going to learn the structural HTML tags, which have been around for a long time. And then you're also going to learn the semantic HTML5 tags. And so the book is going to give you kind of a broad overview. It's actually a reference book, so it's a good resource. But where you're going to get more specific information is in the lecture demo. And as you go through the lecture demo, you'll notice that there are some interactive exercises that I have you do. So as you read through here, you'll notice that it's showing you code, and then you can see what it looks like live. And as you work through here, pretty much all the examples, I can actually show you the live example, which is one of the awesome things about doing web pages. You can see that this is a tag you're going to learn. It's the summary detail tag, how that works. Okay, and in most cases, if you see an example, it is going to be an interactive example. You will also see links to websites that allow you to practice code. And really the only way that you can learn this is by practicing. So if you click on the link, and usually I center click because I have the left and right mouse button plus the middle one, and center clicking actually opens it in a new window or new tab. You'll notice that here we have a bunch of heading tags, and over here it shows you how they look. And so there are only 6, but if you wanted to, change a couple, let's change the last one to heading 1. Okay, and then you run it, you can see it change. Okay, so for a lot of these interactive pages, it is kind of fun to come out here and play with them. If you really mess it up, so let's say I accidentally delete everything, just reload the page and it comes back. Okay, so this is a place for you to kind of play, and you don't have to worry about, messing anything up. So this is teaching you the HR tag, which is that line that goes across. Okay, and you can copy and paste it and throw a couple more in here and run it. Okay, and then you'll see the additional lines show up. So as you read through this, you will get more out of it if you select the links and you practice. Once you finish with the lecture demo, there are 2 different assignments that you will have. You will have a textbook assignment, which is very directive, and then you're going to have a lab assignment, which is normally more open formatted. So the textbook assignment, if you look through this, there are videos for every single task that walk you through what you need to do. Okay, so that's when I say that it's more directive, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so to me, the easiest way to do this is to play the video. Okay, and let me pause this for a second. Whoop. And open VS Code. And if you have two monitors, it's awesome because you can play the video on one and have VS Code on the other. If you have a mobile device, these are all YouTube videos. So you can go ahead and play the video on your mobile device and work, on your computer. Or if you have a wide monitor like I do, you can kind of manipulate this so that they display side by side. See, I've been working on a lot of stuff here, different class. All right, now let's widen this up. Okay, so at this point, I could play this and follow right along. You can even maximize this to a full screen so you can see it better. Okay, to me, that's the easiest way to get those textbook assignments done in the least amount of time. Once you finish the textbook assignment, you're going to go on to the lab assignment. And your first assignment is a little more directive because you're going to be creating a page that you're going to be linking all of your assignments into. And so this structure that I've set up is pretty much what you need. Okay, so this is what you're going to need to enter. And obviously you're going to be using your name instead of mine, and you'll put your name down here in the current date. Okay, but this will be your assignment page. And in lesson 3, when we go through linking, you're going to be actually converting these into links to pages that you've created. And the last thing in lesson 2 that you need to do is go into the discussion forum. And a lot of people don't do discussions. And I have never really understood why, because this is an easy way to get points in this class. All you have to do is conduct a search on award-winning HTML5 websites. So if you don't like to type, you can highlight it and copy it. Okay, and then you can come over here, you can paste, do a little search, and you just need to find an HTML5 page that you like. So there is no right or wrong, right? This is basically what you like. It's helpful for me to see what you guys like because I can try to work that in class, or if I know that we're going to be covering something that you like, I can kind of let you know when that's coming. Okay, and for a lot of these, you end up having to kind of click to get to the site. A little 3D action here. Okay, so this is interesting. If this was the one I picked, and I don't know if I would pick this one, but if I click up here, I can highlight the address and press Control and the letter C, as in cat, and that will copy it. And then I would just come in here, add a new discussion, and I will say, this is a cool website. Control V as in Victor, that will paste. And then I can come through here and explain why I liked it and explain what I don't like. Okay, so anything that you like about it, or if there's something you'd change. And then as your classmates post, you just need to reply to 2 other postings. Okay, and that would complete lesson 2. Once you're done with lesson 2, you're going to move on to lesson 3.